Tuga was able to qualify for the FC Pro Open, but let's look how we can make the 4-2-3-1 so viable for him. So as we see in this scenario, he's just won the ball back from a shot just hitting the post. And he goes out to the wide spot with Theo Hernandez. And we know a lot of people will try and be aggressive here because of the way the players are basically standing. And Tuga's aware of this type of situation, how he wants to play it. A lot of times we'll notice that people will try and play the ball on the ground, either to the winger or into the inside. But in this scenario, all three passes are covered off. So this is where we utilize the square ball to bypass the original press of Nico Williams. Once he beats that press with the square ball, he's now into a situation where he can go instantly on the opponent's defense, giving Jafonzo no time to really feel like he can either press him or slow him down, and Tuga's the one with the momentum. Once he finds this ball into the inside, he's going to try and assess basically what's going to happen. Can he find that forward pass and break again now the midfield line? He's aware that he sees Jafonzo coming to be aggressive with Reinders, so what he's going to do is actually move the ball back out to Mbappe because he's now made Reinders stretch out. From here, he's going to find that pass into the striker. So as we saw, that one little pass has now opened that lane from here. Once he finds his pass into Pina, he's going to trigger Mbappe. The reason for this, once he's now in this position behind the midfield line and now onto the opponent's defense, he has something to play for with the winger going through. From here, he's now going to play it into Bonmanti and use the R1 dribble to escape away from Marquinhos, where Jafonzo has tried to be aggressive, and he's aware of this, so he can move this ball across. And remember, he triggered Mbappe, so he can play for this ball either straight from Bonmanti or into Pina and then across. I believe he goes straight from Bonmanti here, and now he's through on goal. And now the opponent, at no point, as we mentioned, is able to pull the players back. And the whole time, Tuga is toying it around Jafonzo, making him uncomfortable. Jafonzo has to come over to defend this situation with Mbappe, because if he doesn't, it allows Mbappe just to go straight through on goal and probably be able to score. So he goes and be over aggressive. How does he recover? He drags onto his centre-back to cover the inside pass, but he's also aware that Tuga could potentially drive into the space. Again, with the way Tuga's gone, with how fast he's gone, it's made no time for Jafonzo to be able to settle down and be able to pull players into position. From here, he's going to use the player lock cancel and bounce it back once again, with Jafonzo being aggressive with his fullbacks, and he triggers Mbappe in this spot where we've seen a lot of times he was using a double tap triangle, and he uses his bait and will go over to the right side to find Nico Williams. From Nico Williams, he's just going to touch and open up the angle to shoot across goal, and that puts him 4-2 up in the decider to qualify for the FC Pro Open.